everyone. Now that we're in 2020 and we're in a new decade, I have been reflecting on some of the moments from 2019, and definitely by far one of my favorite things about 2019 is that I got to see Melinda Gates not only once, but twice. And a lot of you probably know about the first time when she was on my YouTube channel earlier in 2019, but I actually got to see her a second time, and I've had to keep it a secret for months. So now I can finally let it out, and it feels so good. So for this second time, we sat down to talk about her book, The Moment of Lift. And this is actually part of a YouTube original series, Booktube. And I'm so excited to be part of this series because I love booktubers. Can I just say that? I love booktubers so much. I feel like it is just one of the brightest spots on YouTube. I love it so much and have been a huge fan for years. And it just feels so special to be a part of these conversations that YouTube is really taking to the next level. So the Booktube series is really cool because it brings in prominent authors, and there's a host who's usually some kind of fancy person that we're all gonna love, and then they bring in various YouTubers to have a conversation with the author around their latest book. I would say what I really loved about this experience and getting into her book was getting to know Melinda more, because we all know who Melinda Gates is as a public figure, but what I've realized as I've gotten older and I've just read more, especially memoirs, is that we may think we know who someone is, but we don't actually know their deeper story until they tell their story. And I think that that is one of the most powerful things that we can do as human beings, is to share our story. I really loved The Moment of Lift because Melinda Gates is such a prominent figure, and she goes into detail talking about, how she grew up, how her career started, how she started the foundation, the reasons why she started the foundation. It really painted a vibrant, colorful picture of a woman that I have so much respect for, because she works so hard to make sure that she is using her privilege in a way that benefits not only other people, but the future of our world. Basically, the whole point of this spiel is I just wanted to share some clips from our shoot together. So you're gonna see a little sneak peek of the actual Booktube conversation, and then you're gonna get to see some one-on-one time that I had with Melinda to ask her some questions, which was also really fun. One thing that I loved asking her was about her proud pleasure, because it got me thinking about, what's mine? And that was just a really fun and special time to have with her. And so this is something that YouTube put together so I could share it with all of you as a little sneak peek into the series. So here we go. Getting cozy.
Yeah.
I am so excited to be here with Melinda Gates today. We are going to be talking about her book, The Moment of Lift. What inspired you to write this book? Like, why is this the moment of lift?
Yeah, thanks for that, Ingrid. I've been thinking about writing this book for a little while, for 3 or 4 years, but it just seemed like this was the right time. We have this opening that's been created by so much conversation, but really by the Me Too movement that went worldwide really quickly. And we need to take advantage of that window while it's open, because otherwise it will close and we won't actually lift women up. We won't lift each other up and get to all the places we should go. So it felt urgent for me to do it, and do it now.
We're going to go through a lightning round of questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I hope so.
I have a stack of questions here for you. Okay, advice to men watching at home.
Support your partner.
Favorite book as a kid?
A Wrinkle in Time. I loved it. It totally got me into sci-fi.
Your current read.
Nelson Mandela's Long Walk to Freedom.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be a businesswoman when I grew up, and I wanted to work in technology.
Check. And the last one, advice to women at home watching.
Be whoever you want to be and decide how much time you want to spend in your home or out in the workforce or with your family if you have a family. You could be anything you want to be.
And this one's a play on guilty pleasure. I'm calling it a proud pleasure because I think anything that gives you pleasure, you should be proud of. So it's a proud pleasure for you.
1 Coca-Cola a day. It reminds me of being a kid.
Yum.
Every day since reading this book, I have had a different thought stuck in my mind that I just think about, I bring up with other people. Some of my biggest takeaways from the book were Melinda's personal stories, things that she has witnessed and seen around the world that I think so many of us can't even imagine ourselves in. But what I love that Melinda does is that she makes us realize that if our lives were just slightly different, we actually can imagine what it would be like to be in those situations. And I think that is what prompts us to want to make change and want to make a difference in this world. And that is the reason why I love this book. I am literally standing here with goosebumps under my jacket thinking about it.
Well, thank you so much, Melinda. This was so much fun. And thank you to all of you for watching. If you would like to see the full episode of Booktube, you can watch it on YouTube Originals. And make sure to check out Melinda's book, The Moment of Lift. I absolutely loved it. Thank you for being here.
All right, so that is it for the sneak peek. I had so much fun. It was so cool meeting the booktubers too. I had so much fun with Sasha and Ariel, and it was just such a fun day. And I felt like we had a lot of meaningful conversations too. If you haven't seen the Booktube series yet, definitely make sure to check out the entire series as a whole because there are some really amazing authors. And make sure to watch the episode I'm in with Melinda Gates. That will be linked down below. It'll also be around here. You know how to click on things on the internet. I don't need to explain this to you. Okay, that's all for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek, and I will see you soon. Bye.